A deep fake convinced me to fly across the world and then stole my money. I was talking to my girlfriend online as she was away traveling in Asia, and we started to reminisce about how we met and how much we hit it off. While I watched her chat, I thought to myself how she seemed too good to be true. We like the same things, she is funny, smart and so beautiful. But there were moments in this conversation where something about her face didn't look quite right and the words she used were disconnected. But I put it down to connection problems. These little changes in her face were subtle. And because I find her so attractive, I am always paying attention to everything about her. So I couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't quite right. I asked her if she was okay and she said yeah. Why? I said that maybe it was the connection. But something felt off. She laughed and said,
"Probably is. I'm surprised you can still see my face. Yours keeps freezing and it's so funny."
After 4 months into her trip, I suggested that I come out to see her. We have been together for 5 years and we have never spent this length of time apart, so it's hard. She was thrilled by the idea and we started planning straight away for the following month. We looked at places to stay in Bangkok, Koh Lanta and a whole host of places I had never heard of, which vaccines I needed and how much money to bring over. As I had never been to Asia before, I didn't have a clue what to do or where to go. She suggested this fancy-looking beach villa. It was expensive but it was only for a few nights, so I thought why not? We haven't seen each other in months. We agreed to a date. I wired over my half of the villa fee and waited for her to confirm it. A few days passed, and while I was still getting messages from her about all her mini adventures, nothing was said about the villa. I messaged her 2 days ago and asked why she hadn't spoken to me about the hotel and she said, "Didn't I? Sorry baby, the money didn't arrive and we have been hiking so I totally forgot to mention it to you. Can you send it over again?" It seemed reasonable, so I did as she asked and within 10 minutes she sent me a screenshot of the villa booking. I checked my bank account and it clearly said that the original amount had been transferred, but I didn't think anything of it because I knew we would sort something out on my arrival. 4 weeks later and I was boarding my flight and I couldn't wait to see her. My flight went without a hitch and I stepped into arrivals in Shanghai, eager to see my girlfriend. 20 minutes goes by, and she hadn't shown up. Half an hour, 2 hours, nothing. I was sweating, so worried that something had happened to her. I called and called but no answer. Eventually, she calls me and in an excited voice says,
"Hey you, how are you today? Missing you."
I said, "Not great, where are you?" "I have been waiting for 2 hours." There was a pause and she said,
"Waiting? Where are you?"
"Shanghai airport, like we planned." I heard an excited squeal down the phone.
"What? You're over here? This is wonderful. I'll come and get you." "Wait, why didn't you tell me?"
Realizing I had been scammed, I explained everything. I looked through my phone history to see if I had any geo-tracking data but no dice. I have to find out who I had been speaking to and where they had gone with my money.